Hello, everybody. Anybody with Midland, Texas? I just saw this on my news feed. OPD searching for missing teen last seen at Permian High. Okay, here let's drill down in there. The Odessa Police Department tells News West 9 they're currently searching for missing 14-year-old girl Elizabeth Warner. Elizabeth last seen at Permian High wearing black pants, black hoodie, and a gray backpack. She's 5'7", weighs 180 pounds, has black and blonde hair. Anyone with whereabouts or information on her whereabouts is encouraged to call Detective Carrasco or Odessa Crime Stoppers reference case number, etc. Okay. I shared this on my Facebook, and here I'm gonna show you what I said there. Missing girls, secret bunkers in Midland, Texas. Midland's only 20 miles from Odessa. Okay. In October 2010, my friend Angie Mungia Herrley told me about a young girl that was murdered at an oil show party for refusing to prostitute. At the time, Angie was leaving my home at the parties in 5 minutes, and I know this because we were talking on the phone while she drove there. I'm convinced that she was parking in the Home Depot parking lot, going underground somewhere in that store, and then coming back to my home via a tunnel that I found on Google Earth. In my backyard is one of the 4 three-bedroom $1 million underground homes said to have been put in for the Bushes in 1987 with the budget on permit for $7.35 million. The engineering contractor was said to be PBK Engineering. A map was found on Google Maps for the underground home in my backyard, but this was deleted after I reported it to the city of Midland. Thankfully, I had a screenshot of it, which they didn't delete. Angie was afraid to report this murder and told me that high-level police were also at those parties. I've suspected that one of those high-level police was the late Sheriff Gary Painter after recording former sheriff candidate Joe Lozano as saying that the underground homes was Painter's hideout. Another woman told me that she was at the 2010 oil show parties and she confirmed the sex traffickers there had been drugging all the women and girls there. Angie had told me that too. She was underage at the time and told me the men prefer the younger girls over the older women. See, that girl's missing is 14. Tisha Brumley told me that her sister used to go to those show parties and confirmed they were held in these underground homes. Just more confirmation. Aaron Packerhofer told me that 4 people in murder died in my home before somebody under my home cut my phone lines and shot me. Also more confirmation of the violent crimes here. I believe that one of those 4 was a previous owner of my home, Mike Lawhon. I suspected that he was murdered here and taken to Fort Worth the week before the 2008 oil show parties were going to start in the underground home in his backyard, the home of this backyard. And after reporting repeated burglaries to my home to the Midland Police Department, I tagged them there. I was shot by somebody under my home with my phone lines cut and burglar alarms going off in the attic. Proof was found in 2019 showing that 5 MPD officers, Davis, Dickey, Chatwell, Angel, and Hale, were under my home on the night that somebody under my home had shot me. They could tell us how to get in these bunkers so we could check and see if this missing girl is down there. I pray they're not drugging her and forcing her to prostitute. I was told that the men preferred the younger girls, okay? And then, I've got some, evidence to back it up, what I was saying here. I said, this is where it's believed that one of the 4 secret underground homes is located, and as seen, Tisha Brumley told me the underground homes is where the oil show parties were held. Jessica Hadley told me there had been more than one girl that had been raped or murdered at the oil show parties and believed to be held in the underground homes. See, and there it is off the Google map. This is what got deleted after I told the city of Midland about it. It's in my backyard, one of the 4 underground homes. And here's Tisha Brumley telling me her sister used to go to those show parties, confirmed there was underground homes. That's what I'd already suspected. Jessica Lee Hadley. Been to many oil show parties, more than one girl that was murdered or raped there. You see how come I'm suggesting every time a young girl comes up missing, hey, let's look in the underground homes, Here, behind the Home Depot store in my house, right here, let me show you. I found this on Google Earth. They had a ditch cut coming right to my house. I believe that was a tunnel used for the people going to oil show parties in the backyard, And so that, you can go look that up right now for yourself on Google Earth historical maps. Screenshot of this lady here. I was a former escort, went to almost every oil show between 2008, 2019. I was 16 to 17 at the time of the 2010 Oldshow parties, and they would prefer us younger girls over the elder women, okay? And I told her about how Angie told me at 11 o'clock at night she had to go get her pill. They were drugging the women and girls there. She said, yes, it's true. That was true, and she was 16 years old, okay? They prefer the younger girls. That girl missing's 14. You see where I'm going here? And here's Angie told me that she was afraid to report the murder of the girl at the 2010 Old Show parties because high-level police were there, and that I secretly recorded Sheriff candidate Joe Lozano telling me that the underground homes had been the hideout for the late Sheriff Gary Painter. This led me to believe that Painter was at those Old Show parties, which were said to be happening in the underground homes. And I tell you might know about that was his deputy chief, who was Rory McKinney. And Rory McKinney's running for sheriff right now. So maybe he knows about them underground homes. Maybe we could ask Rory McKinney.
And this. A woman named Rhonda Denman Rogers tells me that the underground facility is a half block away. And I also have a screenshot of this statement. She didn't say it was 1.5 blocks, so she knew exactly where it was at.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, huh?
Buddy. You know, that was Painter's hideout thing.
That was Painter's hideout thing, them underground homes were. And that was during the election for sheriff. Joe Lozano was a candidate running for Midland sheriff when I secretly recorded him. And it's just one more proof of these underground homes. And it confirmed what Angie told me about high-level police at those parties where they're drugging little girls, forcing them to prostitute, and then murdering them if they don't want to. Every time we have a missing girl in this area, I suggest to law enforcement look in the underground homes. This email was sent to the Department of Justice in 2013, suggesting that somebody looked down there for the then missing Haley Dunn. 2 days later, her remains were found in Scurry County after being missing for over 2 years. What a coincidence, right? Interestingly, I've now documented around 10 people saying that she was killed in Odessa with who, where, and how. Maybe her stripper mom took her to the underground wholesale parties in 2010. That was 2 months before she went missing. The ones that had the high-level police at them. What do you think about that, Midland Police Department? I tagged them on it, you know. I'm just hoping we finally got some good people at the police department, you know. This is the email sent here. Project Safe Child Problem in Midland, Texas. Ask the DOJ, the Department of Justice.gov. Sent on March 14, 2013. I have overwhelming evidence to support the allegations of underground facility. Haley Dunn. Maybe she's being held by the slavers below my home right now. 2 days later, they find her remains in Scurry County. And here now there's about 10 people documented saying she's killed in Odessa. That's Ector County. Something real fishy. Now you know why I always suggest that when any girl goes missing, that's where we need to look first. They should have been exposed a long time ago. Buddy Wed, Midland, Texas.